Activision. Activision. What are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? Hasbro. What are you waiting on? Last night I beat Call of Duty, and while watching the credits, I saw High Moon Studios pop up. Same logo as it was back in 2010, same logo as it was back in 2012. I know they've switched hands. I'm sure there's many other people working on it right now. But I'm just saying, y'all made two of the greatest Transformers games known to man. We're not going to count A Rise of the Dark Spark, even though at this point, I'd be glad to play that. Let's talk about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thank you for tuning in. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime. Do you remember this? Do you remember this? This was the age that a lot of you got into Transformers because you saw the 2007 movie. People like me, I was born in the 70s. I got into it, in the early 80s. So we would all be happy with something like this. Can we agree on that? Can we agree on that? Look at this. You got G1 Starscream, and that this was the PC mod for, I think, Revenge of the Fallen. I'm not sure. Don't quote me. But either or, Transformers the game, Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, the other Transformers game that came out on PlayStation 2, I want to say, back then. Either or. Can y'all remaster this? Activision, Microsoft, you have held the license, or you acquired the license over a year ago. What are we waiting on? Y'all could, I understand that we all been waiting on Reactivate for 7, 8 years, now at this point. We have no idea if it's coming or not. We see new things about it, and then we find out it's old. We see something else about it. Like, it's still being worked on, but we still don't know when it's coming. How about this? To appease us fans, drop this. We would be so happy as a community to be able to play this. I understand there's like one enemy every mile. Even still, it would be worth playing. It would be fun to play again. Remaster it. You know what I mean? Throw a couple extra enemies in there. Everywhere. This is quite desolate, to be honest with you. But I remember playing this. Hold on, side note. Fun fact, all facts. I remember getting this game first thing in the morning when GameStop opened. And I was making my son's pancakes. I came in the room, turned on the PlayStation, started playing this, or Xbox, I don't remember. Started playing this. We got to like chapter 4 in one sitting. And I remembered the pancakes was still cooking. I went out. I had set my whole kitchen on fire, like literally on fire. Everything was salvageable. Everything was fine. I did set the stove. It was just like a lot of smoke. But the point is, it was because this game was so awesome back then. Back then. We would love it now. I probably wouldn't burn down my kitchen now because this house is my house as opposed to where I lived at back then. But the point is, like, playing this, like, we saw smoke detectors was going off, smoke pouring all through the house. We sat there and was like, all right, one more level. I'll fix it. I'll figure out what it is in a minute. It was that good. So with that being said, Activision, if you got a man confessing on YouTube in front of the whole world that he set a kitchen on fire playing this game, what do you think you should do? You know what I mean? Like, the graphics wasn't that bad. Like I said, remaster it. Do what you need to do. You ain't got to upload it into Unreal Engine 5. You don't have to do all the extras. Just throw a little polish on it. Drop it on us. You know what I mean? You know how happy the Transformers community, ages 8 to 80, would be if we could do this again. Put it on Steam, Nintendo, Xbox One, Xbox S, Xbox Series XS, the handhelds, PS4, 5, 3, 2, 1, whatever. We would be so happy. Here's the thing too, Hasbro, because we know how you love money. Except for if a toy doesn't sell well. Side note, Farak is on Walmart.com right now for, I think it's $11.84. It is in Georgia, but $11.84 for anybody that's trying to. And the Star Raiders 3-pack is on there for $22. You're welcome for anyone trying to collect that. But look, let's get back to the game. Look at this. You know what I mean? Now here's my grapes. Here's my grapes. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. There aren't a lot of Transformers or enemies, obviously, that you see around. Fill these streets up with Decepticons. Fill these streets up with Autobots when you play as a Decepticon, in the campaign. Fill them up. We would be so happy. We'd forget about Reactivate. If you didn't drop Reactivate, we could care less because we'd have something like this to play. This is enough for me. And make sure the enemies transform. And that's one of the things that I'm starting to be concerned with if Reactivate actually does come out, is that you have to make the enemies transform. In a Transformers game, that's the one thing for me as a gamer since birth. I started off with, a Commodore 64. I had an Atari 2600. I had the Atari 5600. Then Nintendo. Then, what was after that? You get the point. I've been playing forever. You know what I mean? Like Final Fantasy VII when it came out on the original PlayStation, as to now I have it on my PS5. I play games. I just don't talk about it or make a channel about it. Let me know if you want me to. But looking at this, even watching this now, I'm jealous that the closest I have to this, well, not closest, but I could play War for Cybertron, but that's not an Earth level. I could play, Fall of Cybertron, not an Earth level. I could play Devastation, which is full of fun to play. But something like this, the movie game that got a lot of y'all YouTubers that are making videos to this day, y'all got into Transformers during this era. Y'all know Bumblebee as a Camaro. I know him as a Volkswagen. Y'all know Prime with flames. I know him as a square, Peterbilt box-shaped truck. This game would unite everyone, would bring everyone back. Y'all have the license. Y'all did the acquisition. You even posted it on a poster that I had to make 3 videos about, saying that this is real because people was like, well, show us the source. Show us the source. Shout out to y'all for the money I made off of those videos. But I'm saying, bring this back. This. Let me switch. Let me play as Barricade. Let me play as Optimus for a minute. Let me play as Sideswipe for a minute. Let me play as, Blackout for a minute. Being able to transform in the middle of the streets. Put multiplayer in it. Throw some multiplayer in there so we can pick all of our favorite movie, people from the different movies. The robots from there. Let us pick them up. Let us throw them in the stuff. This is what makes us happy. Waiting 7 years or 8 years for a game does not make us happy. And then you sell us the toys for, we got Gamer Edition toys. We've got, the Gamer Edition line, which has now been changed, but you're selling us the toys. Give us the games to go along with it. Sell us the games with the toy. You want to make us all happy? You want to make us forget that we've been waiting 8 years for Transformers Alliance, Transformers Rise, Transformers Reactivate, Transformers Online, and all of the other games that started, the one by Jagex, where they started and then they died off before they even launched. Give us what you have already made. Give us War for Cybertron. Give us Fall of Cybertron. Give us Transformers the movie game. Give us, Fall of Revenge of the Fallen. Let us have those at least. Even with no one on the streets right now to fight, driving as Ratchet to me right now, this looks amazing. I would love to do this. And a lot of people always give, what game was it? Rise of the Dark Spark. Because it tried to tie together the last one to the movie verse. Listen, at this point, I'd play that right now. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime.